Hey there, dear Popaholics. It's again me, your devoted pimple missus. Happy to see all your smiling faces back here. And for those of you who are joining us for the first time, a warm welcome. I truly hope you'll enjoy this video at least as much as I enjoyed treating this beautiful face. So let me introduce today's story. Her name is Lynn. She's 30 years old, and in just 3 weeks, yes, 3 weeks, she's getting married. Can you feel the excitement, the butterflies, the Pinterest boards? But with all the magic of planning a wedding also came the monsters. Not in the family, don't worry. I'm talking about the ones on her face. The stress of guest lists, dress fittings, flower arrangements. Oh, and don't forget seating charts, led to a breakout. Now Lynn is someone who usually has great skin, but today we're facing a mild battlefield. Some old blackheads that have decided to come out of retirement around her nose, and a few brand new inflamed breakouts on her cheeks, most likely fueled by stress hormones and sleepless nights. She came into my clinic a little shy, a bit embarrassed, but also hopeful. And can we pause for a moment to appreciate that? Hopefulness is one of the most powerful things a person can carry, especially when your big day is approaching and your reflection in the mirror suddenly becomes your toughest critic. But don't worry, Lynn, you're not alone. And to everyone watching, if you've ever had a breakout right before an important event, I feel you. This story is for you. Let's take a deep breath and begin her gentle, careful extraction session. As always, we start where the skin wants us to start. Today, that's the nose. Her nose is not in a bad condition at all, but it's where most of the old blackheads decided to gather. It's like they're having a reunion, only they weren't invited. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Why not just scrub them out? But oh no, dear Popaholics, we do not scrub. We honor people with low incomes. We understand it. We approach it with respect and precision. Remember, violence belongs in action movies, not on faces. With the gentle pressure of my fingertips and a little help from my trusted loop extractor, those tiny oxidized dots began to rise. Some came out like a whisper, soft, effortless, elegant. Others put up a bit of a fight, as if they'd grown attached to their little poor homes. But they all came out eventually. And every time one of them slid free, Lynn gave a little relieved sigh. That sigh is music to my ears. And if you're wondering whether blackheads have a sound when they pop, well, maybe they don't have a voice, but they have a presence. Like tiny burdens leaving the skin, one by one. What a strange kind of joy we share here. Lynn remained incredibly still throughout this part. Her trust in me, her vulnerability, was a reminder that skincare is never just about skin. It's about care. And every pore we cleaned today made her a little lighter, a little closer to her bridal glow. Now let's talk about the cheeks. The cheeks were more emotional. That's the word I'd use. A few inflamed spots had taken root here. You could tell they were recent guests, red, irritated, with a bit of swelling. I always say that inflamed acne is like your skin shouting, "I'm overwhelmed." I asked Lynn gently if these areas felt tender, and she nodded. We applied a calming gel first, just to soothe the nerves, hers and the skin's. Because when you touch someone's face, especially during sensitive times, it's not just technical, it's emotional. You're saying, "I see you, I'll be careful with you." One particular pimple near her cheekbone was quite inflamed. We softened the area with a warm compress and approached slowly. I didn't use a needle today, it wasn't needed. Just a delicate nudge and it gave in, like it was ready to leave. This part of the treatment took time, and I like that. Because time means presence. It means we're not rushing. It means we're here together, on this journey, from stress to calm, from inflammation to healing. Lynn didn't say much. She didn't need to. Her breathing told me enough. And as each little blemish surrendered, I could feel her tension melt a bit. In this quiet room with soft music playing and warm light filling the space, something deeper than extraction was happening. When we finished the treatment, Lynn sat up slowly. I handed her the mirror. This is always a sacred moment. She looked first at the cheeks, then at her nose. Her fingers hovered for a moment, then rested on her lap. "I can breathe again," she said. And not because of a clear nose, but because of the relief, the weight lifted. I reminded her, as I always do, healing isn't instant. The redness from the extractions will fade in a day or two. We talked about calming serums, staying hydrated, and the one thing most brides forget, Rest. Real rest. Emotional rest. I even gave her a little wedding skin emergency kit, just in case a rogue pimple decides to join the wedding party. She laughed. That soft, bride-to-be kind of laugh. Like someone starting to believe again that things will be. Before she left, I asked her, "Do you feel different?" She said yes, not just because of the skin, but because of the care it receives. Because someone listened. Because someone touched her face with intention, not judgment. And because, in that quiet room, she didn't have to hold it all together. So, dear Popaholics, what did we see today? Yes, we saw blackheads and inflamed pimples and all the satisfying little extractions our hearts love. But we also saw something else. We saw how stress manifests through the skin, making emotions visible, and how healing can happen in silence. Lynn came in worried and walked out lighter. And that's the magic of what we do here. I always say the skin is a storyteller, and every pimple has a plot. Today's story was about pressure, love, anxiety, and hope. And yes, also about a nose reunion and some very sensitive cheeks. But deeper than that, it was about what happens when someone feels safe enough to be seen. So if you're watching this and you're going through something, whether it's a breakout or a breakdown, know that your skin doesn't define you, but it does deserve your kindness. And if no one has told you today, you're doing okay. You're not alone. You've got this. And you are deeply, wonderfully loved. Thank you for watching. Remember to hit subscribe, leave a comment if this touched you, or if you love blackhead pops as much as I do. Until next time, this is your Pimple Misses, signing off with a smile. And maybe a cotton pad. Now enjoy the rest of the video with music I picked just for you. Stay kind to yourself. See you next time. Pimple Misses out.